Hello all, this is Nipperss. Today we are going to go ahead and shoot for the weekly mission for this week. Just a quick recap, because I still have to do, at this point, at the time I'm recording this, I haven't done up any of the recordings yet, so I'm not sure how many there's going to be, and because I did several hours worth of just grinding, and I tested out the new tank, the ground pounder, which was actually kind of disappointing. I don't think it really works to have a multi-purpose vehicle like that. It really shows when you try to give a vehicle too many purposes at once. It just tends to work better if they're got a single purpose and do that single purpose really well. But anyways, so just a quick recap. I've done some work on this thing. I'm actually starting to get a little disappointed with this for the same reason that I did the ground pounder. This thing has become so bulky and so heavy that I can't even land it on a planet anymore. It is just going to suck up so much fuel. So I did end up putting my orbital truck into the blueprint factory. I've also got a couple of bases, a primitive one that I'd done up, and this one I'd picked up off the workshop. And I'll probably use that on the second to last mission, which is in this Gornal, however that's pronounced. So I'll probably use those there. But yeah, I just I'll test this thing to see how it holds up in combat, using it against the orbital PV that's out here near the trade station. I tried to go up against that with my SV, and I was taking a really heavy beating really fast, even though it's completely surrounded in hardened steel. Yeah, and if that's going to be any indication of what the last POI is going to be like, this could be a real challenge. But I now have a problem with this thing because it is so heavy. I can't land on a planet, which means I can't deploy my HVs, which gets to be a problem. I spawned the ground pounder down on the planet's surface. Right now it's parked at the trade station. I still have not found a patrolling vessel anywhere on this planet, so I'm guessing there must not be one for this planet. I don't know if that's a random thing or if that's a bug, or I don't know. I thought all the advanced planets had PVs to them, but I have not found one on this one. Or, of course, I haven't explored all of this one. I explored about 2/3 of it. Fortunately, it's only a size 3. So I did explore most of it, but I went there in one of the previous episodes to go grab Zascosium and Arrestrum. There's a fair amount of Arrestrum available, but there's hardly any Zascosium, which is going to be a problem for me. So the only Zascosium deposits there are in all of these planets is the 2 on this planet, and both of them are small deposits. So that means there's hardly any Zascosium to be mined. I wish I'd have known that before I took out the drone base on FRAGaLOT here. I took out the drone base just to get rid of the headache of the patrol vessel and that, and I wanted some of the loot and stuff. But in doing that, that means there's no more heavy drones, which the heavy drones, particularly the plasma, although I think most of those are there. I don't know. This may not have spawned heavy plasma drones. So maybe that didn't matter. But anyways, you can get, sometimes the drones will drop plasma weapons, in which case I can take those and break them down and get the Zascosium. I can get 40 Zascosium and 40 Arrestrum from those. Which is a good thing because I'm not going to hardly get anything out of this. I mean, there's 2 small deposits on the entire planet, and that's it. There's no asteroids, no Zascosium asteroids anywhere. There's 1 Arrestrum asteroid in this planetary system here. Yeah. And there's like 6 deposits of Arrestrum. A couple of them are large. I did go ahead and deploy the auto miners. I actually built some of those and deployed those. And somebody had mentioned that there was a possibility that there's a possibility that the auto miners were bugged and they didn't actually deplete they didn't deplete cut. Somebody mentioned that there was a bug with the auto miners and they didn't actually deplete the deposits, but I went back to here to try that on the Pentaxid on the moon, because there's only like 10 at most 33 units on those, and no, it sucked up all the deposit and it was done. So that's not the case. So what is in those 2 small deposits is all I'm gonna get. So that's going to be a problem because you can't purchase Zascosium in any of the traders either. So I'm either going to have to get it through looting bases or through combat, which means creating another 5 large thrusters for this thing to make it maneuverable enough in combat is going to be problematic, because that takes a ton of Arrestrum and Zascosium. So if I have to go and do combat for that, that's going to take a bunch of time, and I'm not sure I'm going to have it. So I may need to rethink my plan here and do something slightly different. Yeah, I mean, to the point, I might even just break this thing down and build something small, maneuverable, and just armed to the teeth. Much as I would like to do the Reaper's Anvil that I'd built before, I don't know if that's going to happen either, because that one takes 21 hours in the blueprint factory to make. So, and that's 21 hours of in-game time. It's like, okay. I could try and sleep through a bunch of that as much as I can, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that really works. So, another issue that I have now is in going around to all the planets, there is no Pentaxid asteroid. And a lot of the advanced weapons require Pentaxid for their ammunition. So that doesn't necessarily work either. without a large supply of pentaxid, you can't really make up a whole bunch of ammunition for your laser weapons and all that. So I'm gonna have to talk to KnowItAllDM and see if that was intentional, or if maybe that was just an oversight, or if they really expect us to just go around and farm for hours on end by hand. Which, yeah, that doesn't work. So, anyways, I'll have to find out about that. So, but anyways, that's kind of the summary of the state of where things are at. I do have an auto miner deployed on the moon of Durana, collecting cobalt. I believe I've got an auto miner collecting sathium here, and I've got 3 auto miners collecting the 2 Zascosium and 1 Arrestrum. That were all kind of in the same place. So, anyways, that's kind of where the state of that is at. So, but yeah, now I've got 3 hovercraft on this thing, which I can't deploy anywhere. Gravity on the moon might be light enough that I could maybe get onto the planet and get back off. But yeah. And as far as I know, these things were really finicky about being deployed in space. I can try it, I suppose, and see if it works. But they kind of bugged these things out so that it could only be on like it hovered on one plane, and you couldn't rotate it. You could move forwards and backwards, and you could move up, but you couldn't move down, even if you put thrusters in all directions. So yeah, it's I mean, I tried turning off the hover engines. I tried all kinds of stuff to get it to maneuver like I needed it to transfer it from one CV to another. Gravity doesn't seem to have any effect on it either. I mean, it's just kind of free floats there in space. You can move it around a little bit, but it can be really problematic. So I wish they hadn't done that, but I can understand some degree. They don't want them to be spaceships. Because if they could fly around all over in space, then I mean, it would be like an SV in space with turrets, and I know they're trying to avoid that kind of thing. So from that perspective, I can understand it. But transferring it from one CV to another in space, yeah, that's a real problem. Especially if you start getting stuff that's heavy like this CV has become, and you can't land it on the planet's surface. It doesn't work. So, anyways, I'm probably gonna see about changing this design a little bit, just to armor it up and put some armor blocks on it. Probably make that so it can tuck down, so it doesn't get too tall. But yeah, I gotta do something with this here, because this design actually really, really works, and it works well. But part of the reason it works so well is that it's so lightweight. And that's because there is no armor blocks on it. It's just components. Well, I guess I got some decorative armor blocks on it, but yeah, everything is exposed, and this thing cannot take a hit. It doesn't take much. A lot of times I've lost the fuel tanks, and it just blows out this whole back end and left me stranded. So, yeah. This thing works really well for its intended purpose, but it's a singular purpose. I mean, its whole purpose is to just get me around for looting and getting into bases. Going around and collecting stuff, and it's just a safe means of doing that. It's essentially a base rating HV. This one, singular purpose. It's a mining HV, and it does really well at what it does. Now, using this on that last planet could be problematic, because those heavy drones take a lot of hits, and so I don't know that this thing would hold up that well. So I'm going to need to change it a bit. So I'm going to put some armor blocks on this. I think I'm going to go ahead and, when I put armor blocks on it, I think I'm going to change it so I'll have the minigun still be on the back, but then kind of towards the front I'll probably put a rocket launcher turret, just to deal with the heavy drones. And I'll have this one set for dealing with predators. So, but anyways, that's for another episode. But so let's go ahead and let's get moving here with the weekly mission. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of turrets like I did before. No, that's not what I want. I want this. I want something to eat. I suppose it'd help to actually grab some food out of here. Let's take that and that. And we're on an oxygen poor environment, so I'll take some oxygen with us. Keep that going. Now, one thing about this POI that's a weekly mission, it has loot galore. It's actually really nice in that way. I did take out one of the two extras, the duplicates. I know where the core's at in the thing, so I just popped the core out of it. I don't like that the doors don't shut. So anyways, I popped the core out of it from the top, and then just did a walkthrough and took a look at where all the spawners were, and took a look at the switches and found out what all the switches did, and basically just really learned this and figured out a strategy for, let's see, target dupe, water generators. Okay, unknown artifact. That's where that's at. Oh, that's a ways out there. So, anyways, basically just did kind of a run through with it and found out what it, kind of the best route to take through it, and what do I have to take out and what do I not have to take out. And most part, I'm going to ignore. Let's take a look at this. I think I may have screwed up. I did screw up in that respect. Oh no, I've got medkits with me. Okay, I've got those with me too. I guess I had oxygen. Didn't need those. There's actually oxygen in the base, so I'm not too worried about that once I get inside. So it's just a case of keeping this thing filled up. So anyways, I did kind of a practice run through without any NPCs because nothing had spawned because I shot the core out before I got close enough to it for anything to spawn. And took a look at where all the turrets were and all that good stuff. Which reminds me, did I bring that? That's what I want. It's not that one. I did not bring the rocket launcher. I brought the plasma launcher though. Let's see, don't need to be packing around that. Actually should have that on hand. I'm gonna take some of those just cause. Do need some of those. Seriously doubt I'm going to need all of that. Don't need that at the moment. Yeah, we'll use this plasma, enhanced plasma cannon. Okay. I'm not going to worry about picking up loot on my way there. This is going to be get down there, get it done, blow everything out as fast as possible, and then we'll deal with cleanup after. I will go ahead and pop in my own core for this. Just so that if I need to do cleanup later, I can do so without putting myself at risk. Now, there are 4 different entrances for this thing, and the entrance rooms have a spawner you can just see. But then they also have a spawner, hidden spawner in them, all except for one of the rooms. One of the rooms does not have hidden spawners in it, at least that I saw when I was kind of looking around. Kind of surprised me. So it's kind of a crapshoot as to which one we get, but I may take a look around for that. If for some reason this one's different, or I was wrong, and find a hidden spawner anyway, then I'm going to go ahead and set up a turret in that room because I want to be able to get back out and those laser things. Oh, you know what? That's what I forgot. I knew I was forgetting something. I needed to change out my armor. Oops. Okay, I'm going to make a cut here, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Now that we've got everything we're supposed to have, armor would be good. In fact, let's put away, no, I've got a box here. Yes, this one. I don't think we're going to use a rocket launcher. Yeah, we'll save that for later. Okay. Alright. pretty at night. I'll give it that. One of these did not have a spawn pad. Okay, there's this spawn pad at the base of all of them. But then one of these yeah, the rest of them have a spawn pad like right here that spawns mechanoids. I'm not seeing that. So this is just do something sneaky here. I'm just not seeing it. Time believing there's no spawn pads at all. No, odds are it's probably going to spawn at the worst possible moment. Ah, there is a spawn pad. They're in different places. Okay, that's not cool. So, I need to set something up here to kind of keep myself healed up. So this is probably as good a place as any. If they're going to have hidden spawn pads, I'm not going to have any bones about putting down a turret to kind of keep everybody in line here. So we're going to do that. And I need to grab some ammo out of my ship. Okay, and I probably should go ahead and stash food and stuff in here too. Alright. So let's go ahead and rob some ammo. And go ahead. Pull some food out. Okay. sure I can pull fluid off of Zirax, but yeah. Okay, so the other thing I want to do, armor locker. Let's go ahead and get these on me. So I'm sporting 4 multi-boosts with this. Okay. Shoot that spawn pad. Alright, let's just land. Let's just get this going. Somebody died. Make sure I don't fall off here. Okay. Okay. I think when I trip the switch for this door, that's helpful. When I trip the switch for the door, let's make sure nobody else spawned down here. That's probably going to trigger this deal, which will trigger the mechanoids. So I think it's the guy at the door. That one didn't trigger me. Whoa. Ah. Okay, that takes care of that one. And there's this one right there. Okay. So. Now that we've got that kind of taken care of. Let's see, we're in an oxygenated room, so this is good. We can drop off stuff we don't need. Like that. Don't think we'll need that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and keep that on me. That can go there. Oh good, the armor lock is going to get back here. So, we'll keep an eye on our armor, which is looking pretty good so far. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look around here. So leave. Yes, there's a turret there. So that means they're opposite. There's a turret over here. Yeah, guy's spawning back behind me. So I need to eliminate those 2 turrets. Oh. I got a welcoming party all clustered in one place. That's not cool. I just saw what looked like a spawn pad activate in the elevator. Okay. Is it here that's the turret? Yes. There's a turret there. Oh, that's not cool. It's shooting me through the blocks. That is so not cool. I think he's in there. Get this turret? No. Oh, that's messed up. Okay, now I got that turret. Let's come to this opposite side here. As far as you can. I think there's guys dropping through the elevator. It's ridiculous. I cannot hit this thing. It's expensive ammunition too. There we go. Okay, that takes care of the turret. Now there should be careful not to fall down there. They'll butcher me. Let's go with something a little more precision. Okay. Holy crap. That's ridiculous. Okay, somewhere in here is... There's more spawn pads, I thought. Of course, they're falling through the elevator. And they're all wanting to cluster right underneath me. Alright, that's ridiculous. That's gonna kill me right off the bat. Oh, that is so not cool. got in this deal here? Nothing really helpful. How about this one? Nothing really helpful there either. Okay. Because I need to improvise here. Okay, that's what I need to do right there. That for no moment. Alright. Actually, I don't need the cobalt either. I just need the iron. So what we're gonna do, let's see here, go with each, barricade, cage. Oh, that's gonna take 4 minutes to make. You know what? It's dropping guys down the elevator. That's not cool. That's not cool either. Probably shouldn't stand there, I guess. Oh, well, if I do steel blocks, maybe that'll cut the time down. Okay, let's try that. So, cage, factory. It's still going to take it 3 minutes and 44 seconds. Maybe I should just set up a turret down there. If I fall down there, if I try to go down there and try and eliminate those guys, it's not gonna work. And those guys are basically just following me around. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. For a cross. Yeah, that works right there. I'll set up a turret in the corner. Because there's other places in here that I can end up risking my life anyway. So let's just do this. They're going to gather right underneath me. That's kind of nasty. Really didn't want to do this, but there is no other way to do it, I don't think. And I'm not going to be able to use turrets in other places. So, minigun. Waste ammunition. And go for it. Clean house. Get these stinkers sorted out here. Thinned out anyway. Because I know I'm going to have to go down the elevator, and I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to set up a turret there. So I will have to. Okay. Sure, now the cage is done. Let's go ahead and get the sandwich. We got meds. Okay. Go back up here and drop this stuff off. Huh, got really quiet. Alright. Just because. Drop the clothes. Don't think I need that. Okay. And. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to drag this out any longer than I absolutely have to. So, let's see here. So, we need to get up that, which actually necessitates going downstairs. Now, there's levers up here that go down. All they do is open up the shutter doors there. Okay, so we got sniper guys. Collected there. Spawn pad there. So I need to go to this other walkway. Okay, so here are the ramps. There's one there and there's one there. And yes, can't get through that door. That door takes you up to the top. So, okay, I need to go over here to get rid of those spawners. Mm-hmm. Turret down there I forgot about somewhere. That is weird. Auto loop, but it pushed me backwards. Oh, hey, there's the other spawner. Okay. So, pretty sure. Not sure where I was getting shot from. Yeah. Those you can just go down. drone's not getting shot at. Where the crap was I getting shot at? Probably through the wall again. That's really irritating. Let's take a look at my armor. Armor's still pretty good. Okay, so there's 2 levels down here. Oh, alien assassins. Oop. There's 4 of them. Come on. Okay. Now, there are 2 switches in here, and both of them have to be tripped. So, one is going to open up the container, and also does the ramps. This one trips a hidden spawner and doesn't trip. But whoa! Was not expecting that. I thought the hidden spawner was up. Crap that is. Okay. Oh, that's not cool. Okay. Alright, so we come up here. We do not need to hit that switch. But there's a spawner there. Spawner there. Okay, and there are don't need to trip any switches in here. Up here, however, okay, and should be okay, don't really need to mess with anything else. Oh, wait, yes I do. Ah, crap. There was a switch that opened up those doors, and now I can't remember which switch that was. Maybe it was the one down at the bottom. That revealed the turret. See if that did it for us. Crap. All right. Yeah, I can't blow those doors either. So I gotta trip some switches someplace that I missed. Thought I had that all pretty well figured out. Obviously, I missed something. I am not very good at these kinds of puzzles. I usually just blow my way through. Okay. And I'm just missing something here. If I have to have all those set to green, maybe? Is there anything good in here? Yeah. Come back for it. Okay. Green, green. Okay, they're all set to green. Faction. Oh, wait, here we go. Okay, I figured it had to be something simple. Let's take a gander without actually going up. Okay, so here's the core. This is the final bit. And there are obviously turrets. But then there's also spawn pads. And I have no idea what spawns up here. So... but got a purple container there, and the core, if you can kind of see it through the grate, is right above it. So we got turret there, turret there, turret there. Okay, so we got a room full of hurt. Alright. Holy crap, I'm almost dead. Might have been my own doing too. How's my armor? Armor is 800. Still alright. Let's do another health round. Okay. And let's do laser. Something. Top off. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, there's our armor. Armor's still holding up. Alright, let's blow this thing. Okay. There it is. Weekly mission. Success. What a mess. And several close calls there. Just out of curiosity. Okay. Well. Those can stack. Don't need that. Okay, so that completes weekly mission number 3. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put my own core in here. And we're powered back on, and yeah. I just gotta keep from being killed by the mechanoid downstairs, which I think I can do, especially considering now that there's not going to be another one that spawns. How's my armor? 700. Yeah, heavy armor took a beating. Okay. Okay, come down here. And we got a mechanoid downstairs. Just one? Yes, just one. Okay, so no more switches are needed. I can go pretty much anywhere I need to. Yeah, the doors are just going to open up for me at this point. So, Anyways, it's snowing outside just like Christmas. Go ahead, and now I need to be kind of careful because there are... Okay, yeah, that's the door I came in. I can now open those doors, whereas they had to be unlocked by a switch before, and now they don't. And so, yeah, all the spawners are no longer going to be working. So, yeah. Go ahead and put this in a fridge here. Thought I had 2 fridges on this thing. Oh, yeah, the other one's there. Okay. So there you have it. I'm going to do a bunch of cleanup, do all the looting, and yeah, we're free and clear. Mission is successful. Oh, guess I should show that. Okay, level 25, 514 kills, 0 deaths, and we're still in for the moment. Although I did have to use turrets, so I'm still not sure how I feel about that. It almost seems kind of cheaty, but at the same time, so are spawn pads that you can't destroy. Yeah, and not enough resources to do stuff. So, anyways, we're gonna cut it off there. We'll talk to you later.